Hey, my name is Carter Ross, and this is my BCM testimony video.
BCM is a great place to find community.
Ministry that just really was shaking the walls of TCC with the gospel.
Just putting people in your life or opportunities to invest, it was all God.
It will challenge you in a lot of ways, but at the same time, it will fill you up.
I started at TCC in 2016, right out of high school, and I don't know, I got there and there was a lot of people around. Some people I knew from high school, but not very many. Yeah, I don't know, there was just, there wasn't like, there was definitely a lot of people that just came and went home. I know I definitely did the first few days. And then someone told me, it was like, you should like actually try to like hang out at the school, like at campus, you know, and like do stuff there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I ended up, I'd heard about the BCM and stuff before I got to TCC from Paul Lewis at Falls Creek. He did a next chapter thing, which was like a breakout for high school seniors during the summer. And he was like, hey, you should totally, try TCC BCM. And I was like, all right. And yeah, so I just kind of got connected pretty early on. Man, it's so different now too. There's so many new people. And I mean, I've made a lot of friends too, like a lot of really close friends. And a lot of friends have come and gone. That's just kind of how it goes though. When you go to a 2-year college, everybody's going to leave eventually. But yeah, I don't know, it was always kind of a nice place to go where I could fit in well and just kind of do my own thing and grow. I started doing worship team stuff after a while. That was after I started working at Falls Creek. The summer after that, I kind of started getting into worship team stuff. And that was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. And I still get to do that Thursday nights. Yeah, I think TCC as a whole has definitely been bettered because of BCM. Just because it's kind of given a nicer community for the students around campus. And it's given other students opportunity to grow as not only Christians, but as people. It gives you time and opportunity to mature. And, for some students coming right out of high school, that's really important, is that time to, grow up and realize that, you're not in high school anymore. You have to be an adult now. You have to actually go to class because you want to go to class. So I definitely think TCC BCM has been beneficial to the campus just because of that. Like, it's helped students grow. And I mean, I look at some of the things that I've done now, and I'm like, the guy that I was coming out of high school definitely wouldn't have done some of those things. He wouldn't have, even thought about being on a stage leading people in worship, or playing an instrument leading people in worship, or even doing things like running lights or running Pro Presenter or just things like that. Like, I never would have imagined myself doing things like that when I graduated high school. Yeah, that's just who I was. I was kind of an under the radar kind of person. I didn't really try to do very much. And for me, there's a lot of regret in that. Like, I see things that other people are doing when they're in high school, like my sister and my brother, and I'm like, man, I wish I could have done some of those things, but definitely being a part of TCC BCM has helped me to get to experience things and get to do good things and get to have an impact on students' lives. And like I said, some of my closest friends have come from BCM, and I think of all those guys that they're guys that I could literally call anytime during the day, and they'll most likely answer. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy how much can change about somebody in so little time. And to now here that I'm at NSU, Broken Arrow, it's even more in need of a group like BCM. And coming from TCC, where there's a lot of students everywhere, to NSU Broken Arrow, where there's hardly any students ever, it's hard because you definitely get a sense of loneliness, or I don't know, just not feeling like anybody cares around here. But I've loved getting to go here, and BCM definitely prepared me for this. BCM really prepared me for the role that I got to take here, getting to start a Bible study group here on campus. And my goodness, it was hard. We had to jump through so many hoops, and but it was totally worth it. I'd do it all again for the same outcome. Because, I don't know, even though we've only got maybe, 7 students that go to this group, I'd much rather have 7 students than 100 students, because it's 7 students who are really excited to be a part of it, who are really interested, who are really wanting, community and time to grow. And so it's been fun to be a part of that. I remember I asked Evan to be a part of it with me, just because I knew this is something I couldn't do by myself. I was like, man, I need some help. And we recruited some other people, and we just rolled with the punches and how they came. Our first semester came in swinging and are still swinging today. We just kept on going. And it's been fun. It's been a fun group to be a part of. And like I said, BCM has definitely had an impact on that. Still getting to serve at TCC BCM has been very awesome. Just because, in light of all the things that are going on right now, it's nice to finally have a bit more community again. It's helped me to grow, in my faith and things. There's definitely been a lot of things that have challenged me. One of my coolest things that I got to do was a few years ago got to do a discipleship thing with our old BCM director, Paul, and that's pretty cool. It was really fun, and it just, like I said, it challenged me to do a lot of things and to kind of change my perspective on how I was living. And then now getting to work with Kyle, he's intense. Dude is I have conversations with him, and then I'm like, man, he is able to, I feel so convicted, yet so ready to go, all in the same moment. I'm just like, man, I'm horrible, but I'm like, dang, let's get this thing done. And I think that's kind of what makes a really good BCM director, someone who can, one, listen to you and listen to what you have to say and what you're going through, but then also who isn't afraid to hold you accountable for things. And that has definitely been one of the biggest impacts for me with BCM, is having that accountability, not even with the directors, with the other students. And just getting to, walk with these other guys that I know that are going through the same things I'm going through. You're struggling with the same things I'm struggling with. And, getting to see that, for once I'm not the only one who's going through these things. And that's probably the most comforting thing about it, is like knowing that I'm not the only one. And having these guys around me at BCM has definitely shown me that I'm not. Because there's been tons of times where I've been struggling with something and called somebody and been like, hey, I'm struggling with this. And they're like, dude, same. And I'm like, wait, really? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, man. And he was like, I'm here for you, dude. And like, thanks, dude. It's really great. And that's definitely something that I would never trade for anything. But getting to have that relationship with my, fellow brothers in Christ, of not only accountability, but also dependability in a way, of just being able to count on each other, to be there for each other.
Hello, you have just finished this video. Hope you liked it. Hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, and leave a comment below. See you.